Hello and welcome. My name is Judy Keating, and I am the creatrix and the guidess for a phenomenal event that's coming up on the spring equinox called Your Authentic Heart. And today I have the pleasure of introducing you to Loie Ava Mariam. She's a visionary leader, spiritual teacher, alchemical priestess facilitator, and a channel for Saint Germain and the Violet Flame, devoted to awakening divine remembrance in humanity. She is the founder of L.O.V.E. Love, the Ascension Institute, and steward of Sedona Beloved, City of Light. Blending ancient mastery with modern embodiment, Loie transmits the I Am presence and ascension codes through healing, mentorship, and sacred gatherings. Her work offers portals of transformation for sovereign embodiment, sacred union, and planetary service, guided by the masters and devoted to love as the highest path. I am blessed to know Loie personally, and I was incredibly excited when she was available to present at Your Authentic Heart. Welcome, Loie.
Thank you so much, Judy. This is my highest honor to be in your inner circle and to be invited to such beautiful online event. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, you've had quite the journey. Share with everyone your journey as a healer.
My journey to become a healer probably took me to get rid of all of the titles. So actually, I'm not calling myself a healer or a priestess, even though we have a quite long story together with you exploring those memories and the gifts to share. I started with myself, healing my own heart, finding what is truth, trying so many different techniques and teachings. I've been into Kundalini yoga, Bhakti yoga, chanting, deep meditations, like all kinds of things. I started my path at 16 years old, and I am currently 39. But what I realized is that nobody outside of you is there to heal. It's only source that you tap within can do those miracles instantaneously. And so it didn't took me long to realize that I want to share. My heart wants to share so much, everything I've learned, the
Mm.
simple things, the grounded things, the things that we can all apply and embody, and how it can serve in a daily life. So I started sharing, doing all kinds of conscious workshops and later a few day retreats and work one on one with people, still detaching from the titles. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a healer, but I allow the source to work through me so you can feel your own light within and unlock that potential, tap into your inner sovereignty. And that's the force, the unstoppable force of love that can heal, transform anything.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Why do
Thank
you
you.
believe we are meant to express authentically from the heart?
Because the heart knows, the heart is the compass. Because it's never meant to be that the mind leads the way.
Mhm.
It's meant to be in a unity. The mind is given to us to survive in the material world, as well as the physical eyes, right? But can we look deep within through the inner eye and tap into the truth? And truth is in the heart. And so the heart is not just physical organ, right? That makes the blood pump and make this body alive. It is not only energetical as a chakra, right? But it is deeply spiritual and sacred. It is a portal of love. It is a portal of miracles. And when we get into that coherence between the mind and the heart and live in that balance, not denying the mind, not canceling the mind, we lead through the heart space. And then that field is opening more and more, and it attracts so many miracles.
Mm,
And it is also creates a protective field. And it makes you be really you, authentically you, because the mind thinks it knows, the mind also doubts and puts you in many troubles,
mm,
but the heart knows. And when you know, you know.
mm,
And how do we know? Because through the heart we connect. It's like as above, so below, like and deep within, but also above the source. And so we tap to the source, and through the source, we get to express ourselves authentically
mm.
because there's no one else in the world like you. We're all so unique and so special and so alike.
Mm.
So, yes to the power of the hearts for all of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what will you be sharing in our interactive healing event?
Well, just wanted to mention once again how honored I am to participate in this very special, impactful event. Just the name of it, it just touches something so deeply within me, and I hope within everyone who will attend. My offering will be simple yet very powerful. I will be guiding people deep into the heart coherence and then bringing that force of light, that inner fire from within into the embodiment. So we're going to work with violet flame alchemy. And the violet flame is the ancient technology of light, as we may call it, but also, as we know, according to the history of humanity, there's always been a sacred fire. It is that force of light that must burn the old so we can be rebirthed into a new. So the violet flame is the frequency, it is considered to be the highest frequency of Mother, Father, God in oneness.
Mm,
And we can tap to that energy only through our humble hearts. So that's why our hearts must be in a coherence with all life around, with our mind, with all our bodies and all that we are. So we get to be neutral, pure, to invoke that inner power. And
mm,
that power can transmute, transform, heal anything. So, besides leading the participants through the journey of self healing, I will also be sharing the incredible abilities of this energy that each one of us can use in a daily life through also very simple practices as decrees, invocations, as envision in the fire, like very specific, like key secrets, yet so simple.
mm,
And it is said that when you invoke the violet flame, you don't need to do it twice. You need to only like be clear with your intention, be humble in your heart, and then just direct that energy. And whatever you want to heal, it will be healed. And as we say, it is done, and so it is. So I'm excited to share my greatest passion and honor to share the Ascended Master's teachings and the Violet Flame technology.
mm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, everyone listening can hear how Loie has so much wisdom. So, I'm going to ask her a question in this little interview where she can share some of her wisdom just because you're listening to this interview. So, Loie, share your perspective on how we can lead as individuals from our heart.
It's very simple. Be a great human. Check in with your heart many times a day. Sit with your heart in a sacred silence and give a voice to your heart. It is like that precious, deeper knowing that we all can develop and then live by that greatest guidance. And then the more the power of the heart steps into our life, then all masks are dropping one after
Mm.
another. So then we don't need to question things. We just know. And we just in this perfect coherence with life, with people around, with opportunities, with everything. And it makes us authentic ourselves. And
Beautiful.
I stand for the embodiment. You know, there's so many spiritual teachings and practices and discussions, and um, it's like whatever you want, it exists out there in the world, but people keep fighting. The heart brings us to unity. The heart shows us one path, the humble path, the path of starting simple with the
Mhm.
basics. Can we all go bow to the land?
Mm.
Can we
Mhm.
see that light in each other and learn to bow to each other? You know, just remember this quote by one of my Kundalini yoga teachers, Guru Jagat. She was saying that a true queen can only be the queen if she knows how to bow to other queens.
Mhm.
So starting with humility
Mhm.
and then the simple embodiment. Can you be in integrity with the daily tasks, the promises to yourself and to others? Can you
Mhm.
show up for your friends no matter what, even if you're moody or whatever happens? Yet the moodiness goes away because we're not here anymore. We're here.
Mhm.
And this reality is beautiful. And also, heart makes us shift into the higher and higher timeline.
Mm.
And the timeline is just like it's like a current of frequency that we step into according to our choices, the little things. But then uh, there comes a moment when you feel it, you know
Mhm.
that you're so guided by your heart and by so much love and light and your actual guides and the masters. It doesn't matter how you call it, but then the heart is a portal to so much. But I believe in humans. I believe
Mhm.
in kind hearts, and
Mm.
that power is unstoppable. The power of love, which is the fabric of creation, and we're here to embody it.
Well, I know that you can all tell why I'm excited to have Loie at our event, Your Authentic Heart. So if people wanted to get in touch with you, Loie, and if they wanted to know more about the services that you offer, what can you share?
Thank you for asking, Judy. Well, my main project and mission and dedication right now is called Sedona Beloved. It is actually a website, sedonabeloved.com. It presents Sedona as a city in Arizona, United States, right? As the living temple. And all earth is holy. But this place on earth is so special and so magnetic. So I've been called here to move here 7 months ago,
Mhm.
and I was receiving visions to put together a new way, and I call it the golden era culture that I present
Mhm.
on the website, as well as I'm offering a new way of being a tourist.
Mhm.
So a way of conscious tourism. And along with that, I also excited to continue offering private retreats where I share so much love and so many teachings based on the I am teachings, but also the earth-based spirituality, like so many beautiful ceremonies, priestess ceremonies, connecting to the elements of nature and expanding that love within, but also stepping into your sovereignty, your highest manifestations, and just being the most radiant you. So retreats, I also offer private sessions here in Sedona and online. Whatever your heart will call you to connect with me, I will be honored. And I thank you for that.
Sure. Sure. So is Sedona Beloved the best way for someone to be in touch with you? Or is there another way if they want a private session? I just want to make sure they have a way to reach out to you.
Of course, I also have a private website, which is LOE.1. Loe.1. Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Loe, for taking time with us today. We're just so excited that I know that you're going to want to be there live if you can, but the sessions will be recorded. And if you can't be there live, please, please give yourself the treat of interacting with Loie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.